It is very shocking to realize that overnight most Kenyans, especially those that live in lowlands and those that live in areas that have been affected massively by the floods, have been turned into refugees overnight. It is very, very sad to note that some Kenyans have lost everything they have worked for many, many years. Most of people right now feel stranded in the world with nowhere else to go. The situation is very, very sad, and it really calls for some action to be taken before it becomes too late. Watch the following. It is clear that the effects of floods in this country is very, very brutal. Right now, according to the Cabinet Secretary of Defense, Mr. Kithure Kindiki, we have lost 214 Kenyans to floods. That is a very, very significant number. That shows the scale of this humanitarian crisis at the ground level. It is very, very shocking, especially for a country that has been independent for more than 60 years and counting. So there are many question marks as to, did we have to lose these people, or someone is sleeping on the job? And the truth of the answer is that someone is sleeping on the job, simply because the government has the power right now to vacate people that are living in water streams or living along the path of waters, especially rivers. The government knows all these places, but it has gone ahead and allocated and given land to people to build in those riverine areas. What does that mean? This simply means that when floods come, these people will continually be victims of these floods, because they have built their houses and their homes or even their businesses along the paths of water. So this is something that the government of the day must also take a responsibility. People are dying not because of ignorance. Most people just do not even know where these river courses are located. So most of them sheepishly live in rented houses along river paths without even knowing. So when floods come, it becomes totally brutal to them, because it results in very, very sad issues. In a place like Githurai, we have so many areas that are affected. Most people cannot live in their houses simply because water has come into their houses and rendered life virtually unlivable. So these are the tangible challenges on the ground. So in order for such challenges to be avoided in the future, it is imperative that the government takes firm action, especially to those people that own properties and those people that live along waterways, so that when the next floods come, it does not result in such massive civilian casualties as we have experienced. In the 21st century, it is very sad to see a state as developed or as developing as Kenya to be affected by floods to such an extent where human life is lost. That is very, very sad, and the government ought to take the necessary measures to correct this kind of issues. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share and subscribe.